Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and oldies, after such long ass wait, welcome again to another episode of Fixasport Comedy Podcast, and I'm your host, Thabi, Tavi, and this is supposed to be part 2, man, of episode 38, right? It's supposed to be part 2. Well, it is. It's supposed to, and it is, part 2 of episode fucking 38. I'm fucking worse than the movies, man. Fucking worse than the movies. This is a sequel, people. Right. Now being back after such long time, how does it feel? How does it feel, man? I don't know. Hope it's good. Hope it sounds good. I'd really hate to come here after like a month and suck. Right? I don't know, man. But however, dude, it has been hectic, it's been hectic wherever you from, on this fucking globe, right? I don't want to lose listeners, so on this fucking mat, right? Right? I don't know. Yeah, it's been hectic, man. Dude, I'm gonna be a dog podcast. Rest in peace to Christian Atsu, the soccer player from Ghana. Right? Yeah, he's under the rubble. Well, not anymore. His body was recovered, and they were able to identify the body. They were like, yeah, it's the Newcastle player, man. It's unfortunate, Like, who the fuck does the autopsy on that, Like, what is the autopsy of a fucking earthquake victim, And also, right, because there's a lot of brick houses, unlike the United scam of America, Right, only in property terms, dude. In property terms, United States is a scam. You know what I mean? Dude, you can't have houses that expensive made out of wood. You can't have houses that expensive that can be blown away by a wolf. You know what I mean? Dude, you guys came up with the story about the piglets, the 3 blind piglets. Yeah, I don't think they were blind. Or maybe they were. Or they were wearing sunglasses. I don't know. But there's 3 piglets, right? Or pigs. I thought they were piglets. Maybe they were teen like pigs. What are teen pigs called? Because like a toddler pig is called a piglet, right? And now a teen pig is called a what? Adoliglet, right? And you have an adult pig. So I think they were adolignant pigs. Yeah, like that's the fucking foundation, It was the foundation. It was like, yo, dude, if you're gonna build a fucking house, you better make that shit solid. Else this fucking carnivorous mammal is gonna come here and fucking sneeze away your house and fucking eat you, man. Right? You're gonna have to run to your cousin's house, right? That was a metaphor for a fucking hurricane, right? But you don't take your own advice, Like, America is the best and the worst. I mean, like, at the same time, right? Because what they do is, like, they do the right thing, but they do it the opposite way, Like, if they could just do what they're doing opposite, it would be fine, right? But they just try to do the right thing, but then they go, like, the opposite way, Yeah, like we think that people should take accountability for what they do in the past if it has ramifications of what's happening today, right? You know? Unless those people, impact our daily lives, then we don't touch them, you know what I mean? Right? Oh, cancel culture, right? I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, Coke used to put cocaine in the fucking drinks. That is fact. Allegedly. Right? Right? Yeah, but fuck that. This dude snorted cocaine 5 years ago in the cinema. Right? He shouldn't be doing anything that gets him revenue anymore, right? However, have you seen the new Coke flavor, man? It's not even black. Right. Dude, the Coke owner was genius, dude. To put cocaine in your fucking dark drink and didn't dye it at all, right? Maybe I don't understand chemistry, right? Maybe really cocaine is colorless. It's not really white, right? It's like water is not really silver, right? Dude, right. I don't know, I think I've answered a question like that. What color is water? Gray! Right. Or is that only like African water? But I tell you what, man, African water changes color. Sometimes it's brown, sometimes it's white as snow, and sometimes it's fucking clear, right? Tell you what, I prefer the white water. The brown water, man, dude. To the brown water, it's a bit icky to drink, right? But, I prefer the white water because, dude, when you open the tap, right, you fill up the glass and it's all white. It's all misty, like it has fucking chlorine, like, you're cleaning a swimming pool, right? Yeah, but then you set it down for like, 10 minutes, right? And it's clear as day. Dude, I tell you, dude, I swear there's a difference in the quality of water, the taste. I don't know if the quality of water is a different quality, but the taste. There's definitely a difference in taste, between tap water that you've just poured into the glass and you're drinking it straight from the tap, right? Like there's no time lapse between the water coming out of the pipe. Maybe it's like a 5-second time lapse and it getting into your mouth, right? As a time lapse, right? I feel like the water that you pour into the glass and then you leave and then you set it down for like 10 minutes, right? I don't know what happens to the water. It just tastes better, right? It feels better, Doesn't feel like you're gonna have a fucking tapeworm stomach ache and a few, right? I don't know. The other hack is to boil your water, right? Yeah, boiling your water is also dope. Just have to wait for it to cool down. Oh man. Could you imagine having to boil like 10 liters of water that you have to drink for that day? I don't have to imagine. Yeah. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, man. So the earthquake, Christian Atsu, rest in peace, man. Dude, I remember when I saw Christian Atsu play. What was he playing for? Before Newcastle, right? Before Newcastle, he was playing for some French side. I remember after watching a game, running into my grandfather's room, right, who was a former soccer player, former soccer team owner, right? Champion, right? Yeah, that. Evidently, that didn't fucking, that didn't roll over, man. Dude, I remember bringing a fucking contract to my grandfather and be like, I was in the 6th grade, and be like, hey, dad, grandpa, here's a fucking soccer contract so we can fucking play football after school, right? Because that was how we, like, you from the hood, but then I was in like elementary school with the folks that are doing well in life, and then, right, so in his mind, he was like, yeah, dude, I'm not paying for you to play soccer. They should be paying you to play soccer, Yeah, he didn't understand it, like, they just fucking taking care of your kids and giving them some kind of fucking formal activity to do. He thought legit in the 6th grade, that should have been a professional contract that you were supposed to be being paid for to play in the 6th grade, right? So that dream ended, right? And all I had to do was just fucking play at school, I mean, it's no shame. Top goal scorer record, so I doubt that's been broken. North of 20 goals a season, man. Even the PSL doesn't do that. Right. I remember the last game we got beaten. Like 6 goals went through us, right? Managed to get back one. However, we still lost. I did score, like 6-1. Right. I'm a machine, man. To be honest, a friend of mine, right, fucking went through like 4 other players, right? And then I was running alongside him, and he decided to shoot. In fact, I was with him the other weekend, like when I was over at the fucking wholesale shop, fucking the Indian Walmart. That's what we have here. All the factory. Dude, what is up with the fucking shops that are not shops no more, Like, no one's building shops no more, Everyone's just building a fucking warehouse, right? And they just fucking storing shit, right? Like, you don't even have proper counters no more, Everything is just like in piles of plastic, Right. I mean, at least when you do that, shouldn't we get like some kind of fucking discount, I mean, should I be seeing your vents? You know what I mean? Should I be seeing where the cold air is coming from? Right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, the earthquake. Yeah, so fucking run into my grandfather's room, right? And I'm like, Granddad, Christian Atsu, he's fucking so dope. You know what? Christian Atsu is gonna be the first fucking African player to win the Ballon d'Or, right? That's how dope he was, man. Rest in peace to him. And to all the other victims, of the fucking earthquake, Dude, it must be fucking hard. They probably found the body like 3 weeks ago, But to identify him from the fucking, I mean, those were stone houses, So, have you ever been hit with a brick on your head? Now, imagine a whole fucking roof. Or like legit cement tiles, I wouldn't be able to identify you after that, So it's like, would you be able to identify Muammar Gaddafi after he was captured by his people, Yeah, those images of him like just crawling through the fucking pipe. It's like crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, man, like, fuck. Dude, that's when you know, like, God doesn't fuck around. You know? Like, God does not fuck around. Man. Yeah, man. When you think about how much Corona took, right? How many lives Corona took, right? Supposedly, allegedly, right? Because apparently if you had a car crash, you know, and you fucking went to the hospital and you were pronounced dead, you fucking died from Corona, you know? That's what the stats say, man. Right? I don't know, maybe there was some kind of fucking incentive for having like a lot more Corona patients. Maybe if you were a hospital, right, and your record said you had like and your record said that 80% of your patients had the Rona, right? Maybe you got like some government fucking fund, you know, that was directly proportionate, right? I was directly proportionate, you know, to the fucking, what was I talking about? Earthquake, Christian Atsu wins Ballon d'Or. Fuck me, bro. Shit. Directly proportionate to what? What's directly proportionate? I literally forgot. I blame the radio, man. See, when you don't have Wi-Fi, people, you listen to a lot of radio. And I must say, man, fuck. Dude, like, something is up, bro. Like, the people that are calling into the radio don't sound, like, most of them don't sound South African. You know what I mean? Are these, you know, most of them sound like, I don't like to use the word foreigner when I'm describing, like, Africans that come from Southern Africa, but most of them sound like they're not ethnically South African, you know? They're Southern African. That's dope. So yeah, calling into the radio. And I must say, man, to people that call into the radio, man, fuck. I've been listening to the radio for like the last, 3 weeks, you know? Because one of the reasons I haven't been able to upload, other than the fact that I don't have like Wi-Fi no more, right? My contract is up, right? Had to fucking negotiate with the neighbors next door, right? A neighbor's next door neighbor, right? To be like, yo, man, could I like holler like outside for like 5 minutes and upload it? And like, yeah, no stress, man, right? You know? And then 3 weeks later, it's like, yeah, dude, yeah, my mom, you know, doesn't like you being outside no more. I'm like, fair enough, man, you know? Fair enough. Yeah. So, that's what it is, man. I was talking about directly proportionate to the, if you're a fucking hospital, right? And the incentive was that the money you'd get, emergency fund, right, for the Rona, would be directly proportionate to the amount of patients you had in your hospital that had the Rona, right? So evidently everyone in the hospital had the Rona, you know? I probably had the Rona at one stage, you know? When I fucking shifted provinces. Yeah, I was like, dude, so sick, you know? I was so sick, I started wearing a mask, you know? And it was like getting like super worse, the coughs were like horrible, you know? It felt like I'm coughing out my lungs. You know what I mean? You know that cough when it feels like your whole, like you're gonna literally spit out organs. That was the kind of cough, right? And like, not say I'm against medication, but not a fan of the zenazolins and the onabilins and the ectopillarins and the zytopillarins, right? Anything ilanin, not a fan of, right? Especially if that shit is sour or bitter. Dude, like pills have a weird taste because they're not bitter, right? And they're not even sour, because I enjoy sour, and sometimes I might enjoy bitter. They just have like a funky taste, you know. Have you ever broke like an aspirin? Yeah, it's just a weird ass taste, man. You know. Yeah, so my mom was like, "Yo, you've been sick for a while now, so I guess I'll tell you. In the fridge, I thought you'd fucking cave in and go to the hospital and get like some medication in, but you're not doing it. So, alright. In the fridge, there's a fucking mixture, right, of some plant, you know. Her uncle, who is probably like an old ass man, right? Her uncle made for her because she was sick, right? And it was apparently like some mixture of like some fucking plant and like some weed, boiled weed mixture and stuff. Dude, immediately when she said that and went to class, I like heat that shit up and drank it. You know, 2 days. 2 days and my mask was off. You know? Dude, what's funny is that I didn't stop smoking during that period, you know? Dude, I was literally coughing my lungs out and I was like... Ah, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. The whole fucking 35 minutes. Yeah. Oh. Right. And I've done that for like the past 5 years, you know. There's never a period where I was like sick, like coughing sick, you know, where my body's literally telling me that shut down your mouth, man. Like close this thing, you know. Don't use it no more. Like for 2 weeks, just don't use it. Just just zip it up, you know. And my body will literally say that through the actions that it does, you know. And I'll be like, fuck that, you know. I still feel pretty good. Then like push-ups, right? Feeling good, man. Right. And I'll just go ahead. Dude, the worst is the hiccups, you know? Like whenever my body would be like, dude, you had enough to smoke. You've smoked, dude. Fuck, dude, there's no oxygen anymore. You know? So what my body will do is like every time I even like think about like a fucking cigarette, and like the hiccups will start, you know. So whenever I just like go for the cigarette and go to like to smoke it, like reach for it to go smoke, I'll be like, oh shit, oh fuck me, what the fuck, oh no, right? That's the worst, you know. And I'll still be like, outside like. And I'll put it down for like 5 minutes and nothing will happen. I'll just be like, Immediately when I grab it again for the pull, like, oh shit. Yeah. Dude, that's the worst because like whenever, dude, when your hiccup happens the same time as the like inhale, dude, you won't cough, but you feel like you're dying. Right? Feel like you're getting choked out. Alright, hold on, let me pause this because a friend is calling. Yeah, so that was a friend slash a fucking business partner. I don't like calling this shit business, you know. So what we've been doing lately is the pause has been like 10 seconds. I just had to send him a message back because he texted me and was like, dude. So what must happen is like we're supposed to prepare like fucking donut balls, right? Slash puffs, right, for burritos, right? To go sell to the school kids, right? The high school kids and primary school kids. That's the hustle. Hustle. I don't like calling it hustle or business. Yeah, it's a way to make a living right now, so we can like fucking, you know, support our fucking gambling habits, right? I mean, we ain't getting no jobs, So it's kind of difficult to support the fucking gambling habit without a job. You just become an inconvenience to like whoever loves you. You know what I mean? So yeah, we had to make a plan and figure some shit out. So he was texting me. I was like, yo man, load shedding happened. If you don't know what load shedding is, we don't have electricity, people. Welcome to South Africa. Oh no, dude, hold on. I would just like right. I'd like to give a round of applause to our government. There's still some hope, man. Right? Our government was like, fuck it. We will not be selling our state-owned entity that is vital to like our country, basically, right? Yeah, man. They announced recently that they won't be fucking privatizing our power stations. Which would basically mean that poor people won't have power and only rich people will have power, electricity, right? And because we private, we don't give a fuck about the poor people. Now, when it's owned by government, they feel a moral responsibility to like give us some power, here and there, right? So yeah, no, shout out to the government for making the most. I would like to call it fucking the most, like I'm proud of this decision, man. For the first time they don't sell out anything, which begs me to ask, Uncle Julius, must we still like march? Because this is like one of the main reasons, like the population was like up in arms, like, no, how are we gonna sell our fucking state entity again? We're not gonna have anything. We sold our fucking airline for like $5, right? To a share for whoever got it, right? And now, but we still own it. So yeah, I don't think we should go like that hard on the march, I just think we should walk around and just let them know that, man. Now let's fix it. Since we're not gonna sell it, let's discuss ways in which we can fix it. And to be honest, man, if you gave me the national budget for electricity, right? I don't mean to brag. You know what I mean? Not even half of it, right? I would have this problem solved in less than 8 months. I would have, dude, a lady would get pregnant. That baby wouldn't be born into load shedding, man. He just wouldn't. That baby wouldn't know darkness. The only darkness that baby would know is like in the womb, right? And even 2 months before the baby pops out, there will be like a fucking ultrasound globe going into the mom's belly. But anyway, yeah, the friend texts and he's like, yo, load shedding happened, man. It's like 4 a.m. in the morning, right? He's like, yo, so will you be able to do that? Like, yeah, man. I was busy with it, and like halfway through it just collapsed, So it's gonna be gone for like 2 hours, and we have to go out in an hour's time, So I had to text him back and be like, yeah, man, I managed to make like 50, right? It's horrible, From 350, I just made 50. It's ridiculous, But anyway, I'm not complaining, man, because why? We still have a power station, right? Yeah, so we should talk about the national like shutdown. I don't think, I don't know. Yeah, so that was fucking load shedding, man. But yeah, it's cool. I'll probably fucking release like a how to make Puff Puff the best way video, as a YouTube short, right? First time I'll be appearing on camera. Right? I don't know, man. But it's kind of tragic. But justice, I guess justice prevails. Dude, did you hear that fucking Eric Holder? The dude that fucking killed You know, the rap god. Because he's literally a god. I mean, Nipsey Hussle is an ancestor, so he's like a rap god. Kendrick is probably the king of rap because he's still on the earth, right? But Nip is like the rap god, man. I mean, how you gonna argue with ancestors? Anyway, dude got 60 years. I've never seen anyone get 60 years, dude. Dude, isn't that Jeffrey Dahmer time? You know? That gotta be Jeffrey Dahmer time, you know? But anyway, dude, I guess that OJ lawyer lost his touch. You know, like, he didn't do it. I bet you he didn't do it. Like, put on his glove. He was wearing a glove. Test the glove. Eric Holder, put on Eric Holder's glove. Does it fit? Does it? No! It does not. Does not. Alright, this is pretty dumb. 60 years! Right? Dude, that's a long time. And it's funny how, like, when your spouse dies and, you just blow up, you know? You know? Like, all over Hollywood and shit. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's cool, right? You should have a life after, like, you know? I would like to think you should have the same life you'd had before, you know, your spouse died. But what do I know, man? What do I know? Maybe she has a lot more free time, you know, because she doesn't have to drive Nip anyway. Like, I a lot of time on my schedule has been freed. Can I have a couple of acting gigs? In which one of them I fucking kill a baby? I mean, it's just acting. It's no symbolism. I like to watch you people. I couldn't watch it, man. I just couldn't. You know, I don't know why. Is it because you don't have Wi-Fi? Maybe that's the reason. You know, let's take that. Right? Yeah. And I heard that Eric Holder got 60 years, and I'm like, maybe I should watch this movie. Right? I mean, going as deep and dark as we think it is, probably not gonna get 60 years. Probably 60 years outside. Probably gonna get 10 years. In the white system, they probably screwed him over too. You know. Yeah. He's not getting no movie deal. Right? Yeah. But it's tragic, man. You know, lost another great artist. Right? South African legend, Akka. Right? We lost AKA. You know. Guys, dude, we've all made mistakes. Okay? We've all done some shit we're not proud of. We've all released, you know, work that we believe is not up to standard, dude. But people don't deserve to die for making whack music, man. You know what I mean? Dude, if people are dying because of whack music, why is DJ Maporisa and like that dude Jack Sparrow still alive? Have you heard that shit? Right? Dude, if AKA got fucking, how many bullets was it for making Lemonade, right? An Amapiano song, which, dude, I will stand with the Amapiano people. This is not a dope song, you know? AKA is a rapper, should be making hip hop, should be rapping, right? But he's super mega, he's dope, he'll be everywhere, right? And it's not the best song. And then on top of that, you don't have a Amapiano artist on it, right? You know? But with that being said, no one deserves to get killed for making a whack song, man. You know what I mean? I mean, what were you guys afraid of? Like, he's gonna fucking take over Amapiano, AK. Dude, you know? Imagine AK got killed for some stupid shit like an hip hop artist who was gonna be like a fucking, you know? The number one Amapiano artist. Or the number one Amapiano selling artist is AKA. Right? Dude, I tell you what, dude. Casper Novest is not making a Amapiano song ever again. Like, ever. He's just not touching it. He beefing up his security, and he's staying away from the log drums, man. Right? He's staying away from that shit. And I would like to fucking disclose on this podcast that this is not a Amapiano podcast, man. Please, I don't want to die, right? I want to get shot. You can have that genre to yourselves, guys. You know what I mean? Fucking stick to the hip hop, right? And the Michael Jackson songs, you know? Talking about Michael Jackson, dude. You might think Michael Jackson is great, dude. You know? I mean, I couldn't listen to the radio music anymore, man. Like, I mean, I've been listening to 5FM, right? Dude, like the music they play, I mean, it's dope, but at the end, like, after a while, it becomes like romantic comedies or like chick flicks, right? It becomes the music version of romantic comedies and chick flicks, you know what I mean? And it just, I mean, it's catchy shit, but at the end, it's just like, what? And there's a lot of shit that sounds like old shit, you know? Like, a lot of shit sounds like old shit. Must it be like that? I don't know. Maybe that's how the world works. Oh, I need to get this out. Yeah, no, could someone like fucking invent something where like fucking every time I pause a fucking recording, you know, I could go back and just like listen to what I was fucking talking about, you know? Just like a button that I can press that just plays what I was talking about 10 seconds ago, you know? Because I know that I was talking about like fucking shooting people for Wack songs, but I don't know where I was at with that, you know? But anyway, man, you know, rest in peace to AKA, man. Dude, it's a fucking shame, dude. You know? But this, like, I hate to say it, but AKA was worth more dead than he was alive, you know? Especially with the music deals you have in South Africa these days, man. You know? Let's not get into the conspiracies, man. You know? I don't know. Yeah. But it is fucking March, right? It is March, like we in the third month of the 2023, you know? Dude, like fuck. No one ever say that fucking, you know, opening like a fucking cook. Dude, I hate calling it a restaurant, you know? I hate it because I'm cooking from my kitchen, right? I hate calling, like, fuck it, can someone come up with a better word? You know? Like, no one ever told me that opening a kitchen was such fucking hard work, right? Actually, I'll argue that the hard work is fucking getting the sales, you know? Making this shit is easy, right? You get a recipe correct, you get your techniques down, you know? You making 7 out of 10 food, right? However, getting it to market, man. But we've been doing pretty good on that note, you know? So I've been away, man. I've been making dollars. I don't know. I don't like it though, cause dude, you know. I mean, for the year of fucking 2023, right? You know, making more money, right? I'm fucking not fucking struggling, right? To eat, right? However, I have like 2 podcast episodes and it's been like 3 months, but I figured it out. I figured out what it is, you know? Other than everything else I'm fucking busy with, I fucking figured it out, you know? I started last year around like July and shit, right? So basically, last year around this time, I wasn't doing shit. I was probably in like depro mode, right? Like, There's no way forward, you know. We're just gonna be in here until we fucking 35. Just gonna become that guy, you know. I'm just gonna become that dude that ends up becoming a security guard at like the school a mile down, right? At 40 years old, that's where I was in life last year, right? So it was a pretty dark time, you know? Which explains why I just couldn't get, like, I want to get going. I did get going, but I can't just fucking, right? That and the fact that I want to be better. Like, every fucking episode, I'm trying to be better. Trying to be better, man. Right? Right? You know, like, fuck the views, fuck the likes. Is it better jokes? Is it better perspective? Is it the truth? Right? You know, because it can be funny if it ain't true, you know? That was just a made up lie. I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, man, I fucking headed over to like Nell's house. I call him Harry Nell, not because of the fucking prosecutor that was prosecuting the legless guy. Talking about Oscar Pistorius, where the fuck is he, man? You know, is he out? I don't really care. Never mind. I just wanted the reference to Harry Nell. You know? Yeah, like this is a better reference. Like, yeah, like Harry Nell. You know, I call him Harry Nell. Like the prosecutor, you know, that was for the national prosecuting thing. So he was working for the government, and now he works for a fucking right wing, you know, an all white right wing. Fucking whatever it is, whatever Afri Forum is, he works for an African forum, an all-white African forum. Harry Nell, that's what he works for. And the other Harry Nell works with me, right? Yeah, and he's black. You know, that sounds like the bread man, right? Just fucking leaving loaves of bread, dude. What happened to like the fucking Sasko bread man? You know. And what happened to him? Like, could corporations please explain, you know, when you have like some character on your product, you know, some fucking character that the kids now love their whole childhood, and then like for some unexplained reason over a day, the bread man ain't there no more. And you're like, what the fuck? Where did Sasko the bread man go? Was that his name? Was his name Sasko the bread man? Because he didn't have a name. He was just a slice of bread, not toasted, right? And he had like the kids next door feet, and he had like the kids next door's hands, and the body was just like a slice of bread. And he also had a cap, you know. He would wear a cap. He would wear a cap. Cool character, man. Now he's nowhere to be seen. Kids now don't even know. Like, dude, what's up with these fucking broke ass brands, right, that are supposed to be budget brands that, like, you know what they do? They do this fucking familiarity technique of, like, you know, how the fucking packaging, right? They'll take their whack ass packaging and they'll like copy some premium brand. Sometimes it's a premium brand that has nothing to do with the industry they're in, you know, and nothing to do with it. They'll take that, right, and they'll make it the packaging for bread. Could you imagine a fucking loaf of bread having like Louis Vuitton-esque packaging? You know what I mean? Like a bunch of fake LVs on the fucking loaf of bread. You're like, is this why my bread is fucking so expensive? Is this why the prices are going up for this shit? I'm paying for this shit. You know? Because, dude, you look at it and you're like, normal bread costs like, what, $16, right? And I'll let that shock you if you're in the United States. I'm not even going to correct that, you know, currency-wise. So normal bread is like $60. I mean, $16. That's white bread. And then brown bread is like $15, you know? right? And this is the branded bread, right? The branded bread that has Louis Vuitton-esque or Gucci-esque. Or why is it always like fucking, that has nothing to do with flour? What does Louis Vuitton have to do with flour? You know? I don't know. Louis Vuitton-esque designs, right? $16, you know? And then you would go to like a wholesale supermarket. You know? You know the supermarket that has a fucking bakery, you know, in the store? You go there. And when you go there, they're like, we make our own bread and it has no fucking packaging. In fact, we just put it out on the shelves without any plastic. And you must get plastic from somewhere else and then put your bread inside there. That bread is like $7. So that's like almost less than half the price of that fucked up bread, right? And it's looked down upon, you know? They're like, oh, it's just filled with the air, man. Not really bread, you know? Just air. Like to the point they literally call it air bread, you know? They call it air bread because of the, like, you know? Dude, I'm still pissed off that black people have been convinced that Woolworths, right, is a fucking premium store. Dude, in South Africa, Woolworths, right, is the most expensive store there is. You know, when you're buying food. I mean, bread at Woolworths, right, is around like $20. When normal bread is like $16, and very normal bread is like $7, right? And everything is like, you know, people, you know, I don't know, people that live on the greener side of life, you know, people that live where the grass is greener, you know, on the other side, they go to Woolworths, and they've been convinced that it's a fucking premium store. And then you hear Michael Blackson talk about how he was poor, and his mom used to go to Woolworths and get him shoes next to the meat. And you're like, how the fuck are we getting duped? You know, how the fuck are we getting duped? Dude, Wendy's is a fucking, you know, fast food chain, you know, in the United States, right? Fast food chain, no different from the Kentucky Fried Chicken, no different from fucking McDonald's, no different from, you know, I don't know what other fucking Taco Bell, right? No different from Something's Chicken, because you know there's always Something's Chickens there, right? No different from that. But for some reason, it comes over in South Africa, right? And it occupies the most premium places in like the fucking country, right? The most premium spots, the most expensive spots, right? And everyone's like, oh, fucking, you know, Wendy's is where we go if you are doing good in life, right? Don't get me started. Don't get me fucking started on this iced fucking coffee, man. Dude, if I was like, I don't know, dude. Dude, I say a lot of shit about Starbucks, man. Just dumb. Dude, you're just stupid. You're dumb. You're fucking dumb. You know? Like, why would you pay an iPhone? Dude, that's basically like, dude, every time you buy a coffee, like, you're basically buying, like, headphones. You know what I mean? And again, it comes over to Africa and everyone loses their shit. Right? And if you're not at Starbucks, you're not getting fucked. If you're not going to Wendy's, you're not getting fucked. That's how it is in SA, man. Right? And McDonald's is still pretty cool. Right? Because McDonald's has been here for a while. That's why I like McDonald's, because it's been here for a while. But ever since Burger King showed up, then Taco Bell is showing up, Wendy's is showing up. Like, dude, when you do this, we won't have time to create our own shit. You know? Because South Africans just like new shit. You know? And that's what I hate about it, man. Like, they're smart people, but sometimes they can be dumb as fuck. You know? I don't know. Yeah, and then the people from, the side where the grass is greener, right? The South African people that are from that side, right? Would fucking make fun of how people from the hood talk. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even speak English proper. You ain't speaking English proper, right? But meanwhile, they fucking copying a dialect from the United States of it, from the hoods in the United States. Like, nabi, we do the R.I.P, right? They're copying that dialect, and meanwhile they're telling us we can't speak proper English, right? However, they're using a dialect from like the hoods in the United States, and that's like horrible English. I mean, it's cool sounding, but they don't even take the cool sounding ones, It ain't B B U E B, A C, Yeah. Dude, I like how girls will fucking call each other B. Like, nah, B, yeah, B, I do D B U B, E, I know the alphabet. Right? However, they get offended when you call them bitch. Because isn't that what you say? Like, nah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. 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 Right? So what you doing? So you can be offended when you say, like, yeah, that bitch right there. Yeah, she did that. It's too many bitches. Dude, I remember like I was in like elementary school, like the 7th grade, and my English teacher explained to me that like a bitch is like a female dog that doesn't stop like yapping. I fucking died, but cause dude, does it make any like more sense? Like, could you make any more sense? Like a female dog, not just any dog. No, it's a female dog that's always yapping. So what she said, I don't know if that's true from the dictionary. I mean, it's been only 12 years. I could have checked it out, right? I don't know, dude. Yeah, dude, another thing I'm struggling to understand, dude, are like porn stars, man. Not really porn star, but only fan girls, like, bless them, right? Struggling to get the psyche, I mean, because we used to think they used to do it for money, right? Right? Oh, you got nothing else to do, So you just take off your bra and show your tits, right? And fucking people will fucking, who the fuck pays for OnlyFans? Anyway, fuck, yeah, so when they do it for free, and I start respecting your craft, Like, I'm a huge Natalie Monroe fan now, Dude, the chick had a whole month of OnlyFans for free. I didn't go in because if I did, right, like, that would be the end of it. I'm done. So I didn't check it out, I seen her, she's a cute girl. She's hot, actually, She's hot, but I feel like, dude, I've seen videos of her in the olden days. She looked like pretty young and like skinny, and now she looks like thick, So I'm kind of confused by the hotness. But anyway, she had an OnlyFans account free for like a whole month, And I go, oh shit, like what? Like for a whole month? Like free? Like you ain't getting paid, and you still fucking. Like this must be, like there must be more to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, is it art? Do you just do it for the love? I don't know, but God bless her, man. Holy shit, a whole month? Dude, could you just imagine, like, if, like, for that whole month, like, you just collected all, like, the fucking jizz that all the guys fucking shot, and you just put it in a bucket, right? And at the end of the month, you just had this fucking huge ass bucket with all the jizz that was supposed to go into this woman, but because of technology, they in this bucket. In this bucket, and you just like, do you think she would let you like just dump it all on her? You know, I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of weird though. Yeah, kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, man. Shout out to Natalie. Hey, god damn it! Holy shit! What? You know? Yeah, I know. I think Nicki Minaj is hot. I'm in love with SZA, but I think Nicki Minaj is hot. I do think SZA is the most beautiful woman in the world. I think Nicki Minaj is the hottest woman in the world. Dude, Nicki Minaj gives me a hard on just by like, just her answering a phone, you know? And like, she's smart like that. You know those women that can like handle like relationships, you know, like you know those women that know they're hot, right? And that's just my phone just hitting the ground all over again. Eh? You know those women that know that dudes are trying to fuck, but they know that if they shut down this dude, like they won't get, like this dude will be like fucking bitter and like will shut down opportunities for them and shit like that. Right? So there's women that manage those relationships, you know, like they don't shut you down, you know, just let you hang in there. Nicki Minaj is perfect at that, man. And that's why, dude, Nicki Minaj, dude, everybody want to say like, the reason Drake wasn't with Nicki Minaj is because Meek Mill, you know, had her first, or like, he hit that and blah, blah, you know? No. The reason Nicki Minaj or Drake is not with Nicki Minaj, right, is because rappers have ego. Rappers have ego, man, right? And I don't think Nicki Minaj was gonna date someone she's a better rapper than. You know? I don't think Nicki Minaj would marry like a rapper that she feels she's better than. You know? Like, she would definitely date Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? She would go, dude, Nicki Minaj would go with Kendrick Lamar tomorrow. You know what I mean? Right? Nicki Minaj would go with Nipsey Hussle tomorrow. You know what I mean? Ain't going out with Drake. You know, as like, dude, I don't know, man. Dude, I remember Drake fucking during the World Cup final. And I saw a post that said fucking Drake fucking put a $1 million bet on Argentina to win, dude. I just fell down on my knees and just started weeping, dude. Like, oh, fuck, we lost. It's over. Why, Drake? Why did you do this, man? Right. But then again, I told myself, if there's anyone that can upset those odds, dude, just like the Netherlands game, it's Leo, man. And he fucking did the business. It was close. He did it. You know? And Drake still lost the bet. Like, he bet yeah. I wonder how he found out, you know? Like, he was probably, like, when the final whistle went, right? And they were like, Argentina wins the World Cup. Dude, Drake was probably popping champagne and, like, all this shit, you know? Like, fucking celebrating with that. And that energy was fucking, you know, like, huge, right? And then he gets home, like, the next day, like, hey, dude, could you fucking hand me $100,000 from the winning pot? And I'm like, what winning pot? Like, dude, I fucking bet that Argentina were gonna win. I have $1 million on that bet, and it won yesterday. And I spent another $250,000 celebrating. Right? So could you please send me $100,000 from that pot? And like, dude, the account has nothing. Like, there's no bet that won here. Like, what? Like, there's no bet that won. But Argentina won. There's no bet. Right? And he had to call up the fucking gambling company. Hey, I fucking put money on the fact that Argentina was gonna fucking win, right? And then now I put money on the fact that Argentina was gonna win, and then now there's no fucking there's no there's no fucking, there's no money. Why is there no money? And they were like, nah, it was because it's because there's no money. It's because you're fucking what do they call it? You had a straight win. You know what I mean? You had a fucking straight win. You were supposed to take the overall win. The game actually ended as a draw. And then you got the heart attack. Like, what? What? Oh, shit. But then it was Drake. And you were like, fuck. You know? It's just $1 million. Fuck. That was the kind of loss he experienced there, man. And all of that stuff. So, hold on. I have to do something real quick. Let me just pause. Yep, I had to deal with that. Again, only paused for like a minute. So it's like a minute later, man. Yeah, it's people that take care of the cows, right? My grandfather's cows, not their cows, and they and like, why don't you do it? They want nothing to do with me. You know? I'm gonna just charge their phones because they don't have electricity. Right? Anyway, fuck it, you know? Been kind of wild recently, man. Yeah, been kind of wild. Yeah, I haven't been. Dude, I don't know. No, I blame meat. You know, I mean, it's been 6 years. I've been like a fucking consumer of meat. I haven't consumed meat in like 6 years, and from like, dude, I just started doing like bad shit from like the New Year's, right? Fucking committed fraud, right? To fucking, you know, to fucking fund my fucking like restaurant kitchen venture, right? You know, there's something just go like fuck it. And I blame meat, man, you know? You stay away from meat for like, you know, almost 10 years, and fuck, you have 3 months of that shit or a month of that shit, you start thinking funny shit, you know? You start not giving a fuck. Right? And after that, like, try it again, it's not cool. So I'm finna stay away from it again, you know? I don't know. I don't like saying, like dude, I don't like saying I don't eat meat, you know? I don't like saying it. Especially if you say it like in our fucking, especially say it in your mother tongue. Like, it sounds gay as fuck, like I don't eat meat. I don't like saying it, like for real. You know, I don't eat meat. Sometimes I just want to say I love meat. The more the meat, the more I like the meal. Right? Dude, is it me or does Instagram need to have like an age restriction, man? Right? It's becoming too wild, man. Right? Yeah. No, for real. You know, like if you're under, like, there should be like Instagram and Instagram kids. You know? Like everyone who's under the age of 18, right? If you're not verified, right? You're gonna be in the Instagram for kids, right? And we can clearly separate the weirdos and the freaks and the normal people, right? Yeah, because if you see a fucking chick half naked, right, on Instagram and she turns out to be like 17, 18, you don't know that. Right? God doesn't work with your age, you know? Right? You don't know that. So like it or not, it's inappropriate, right? I don't know. I just feel like it would be better if we divided the Instagrams, you know? You know? I mean, everything else had an age restriction, right? I remember Facebook had an age restriction. Did it? Yeah, age. Like Facebook asked you how old you were. You know, I don't think Instagram does that. Yeah. Anyway, it would help in identifying like future hosts, future scam artists, future influencers, right? Future trappers, not the music kind, the thirsty kind. I don't know. It's ridiculous, man. Less ridiculous. It's the 6th of March 2023, man. Feel so bad. I haven't drawn a picture in like 3 weeks. Like all I've been doing is fucking kneading dough. Like I've done more kneading of dough this past 2 months than like I've ever done, Like, and no one said that kneading dough would be so hard. Dude, if you're a boxer, right, and you want to fucking train, just pour a pound of flour in a fucking bowl, and pour like 2 cups, only 2 cups of water, only 2 cups of water, and just start tearing that shit and putting it back together again. Just tear it apart, put it back together. Tear it apart, put it back together. Tear it apart, put it back together. Dude, I'm telling you, you'll be a world champion in 5 years, dude. Whoever you're gonna hit with that hand, right? That dude's gonna feel it. That dude, the last thing that's gonna be on that dude's mind when you hit him with that fucking, donut punch. The last thing is gonna, dude, this dude's gonna, the last thing that this dude is thinking is that all you doing is fucking tearing apart flour and putting it back together again, and tearing it back apart and putting it back together again, right? They'll be like, what is this dude doing? Is this dude like climbing up trees? Like, what the fuck? What was that? It's just gonna hit different, Just gonna hit different. Are you saying that you want to fight? No. Not professionally, at least, However, if I do get into an altercation in public, an argument, and it does go there, I will not shy away from it, man. Might want to test out a few, right? I'm willing to get hit like twice. Like twice is the maximum I'm willing to get hit. On my face, I'll take it on my body, dude. Not taking it on my face. I'm too pretty. I'm too. I don't know. Watching this other video of dude, underrated, man. The fucking Instagram fucking shorts, they're fucking underrated, because especially the ones that have a full video, because a short will normally be like what, 30 seconds, 35 seconds, but normally comes from fucking something long form, right? So I'm on Instagram. Normally I don't think of like Instagram or YouTube, one of these. It's definitely not TikTok. I'm definitely sure about that, right? There's no long form shit on TikTok, If you see a 2-minute video of someone dancing, bet your ass if you go search, for this video, it's still 2 minutes, right? It doesn't come from some video that's an hours long of this dude just fucking going at it. No! It's the same video of this dude dancing to him. Dude, fuck TikTok. Dude, TikTok is turning Africa into a fucking dancing craze place, man. You know what I mean? The fuck TikTok, man. I mean, dude, like, fuck, dude. Do you understand that people have our land, right? People have indigenous people's land. So people that are not even from here have indigenous people's lands, And they have their wild animals as well, right? You know what's happening? Because they have the land, they getting the viral views. When it should have been like some indigenous dude taking a video of his cheetah like walking across the yard. No, now you have some like fucking European centric dude, getting all these views on TikTok, right? But you two, you fucking follow this shit. You're like, oh fuck, look at this cheater, man. This cheater's so awesome, fucking in our stolen yard. You know, I'm gonna like this shit, and you share it. You know, I mean, it's difficult to root for any side. However, you should bring back the land, man. I ain't fucking around with that. You know, I ain't fucking around with that. We are gonna take it back. You know this, dude. You know this. You know, at some point we're gonna, hook or crook, you know, we're gonna take back the land. You know what I mean? You know this. You know this. You know. However, if I do buy back my land before that shit, that legislation's changed, you're not touching my farm. You know? You're not touching it, man. We're going to war, man. I mean, dude, I'll be having like drones flying all over that place, dude. I'll see fuckers coming from 5 kilometers away, man. You know? Fucking gonna take my land that I fucking bought, you know? Like, I had to buy it. You're not changing the law, so I have to play this game so I can get the land, you know? God gave this shit to me, but then now you fucking think you're greater, so you took it, right? And you say I must buy it back, so now I buy it back. Now you want to take it again. You know? I don't know. I know, man. You know. Yeah. Some weird shit. Dude, I remember the previous episode I was talking about how there was like nothing. I went on this rant basically. Like, oh, there's nothing out there, and if you believe in aliens, you're fucking stupid because, you know, you can't even know about like historic shit, you know, shit that's actually documented, shit that's actually in books, you know, shit that's actually, but dude, there's no fucking, you don't go to university and go study aliens, right? Go study the history of aliens. No. So all that shit is just hearsay, she say, or whatever say, right? However, you know what, you can study history. You know what, there's archaeological evidence, history. You know how many books have been written on history, you know? And people won't do, like, they don't read that. That's boring, you know? That's facts. We don't want facts. We want to make up shit, you know? We don't want facts. We want to make up shit. Yeah, facts is weird. Facts. Yeah, that's true. Too. Right? Oh, this shit is a lie. You know? Oh, if, right? Just the iffy world, right? No, fuck when. When. If we were, yeah, I don't know, dude. And to really think that if you did actually study like archaeological evidence, like historical, you know, if you were to study history and history of a certain, you know, you'd come across those shit. You know what I mean? Come on, what the fuck do you think dinosaurs were? You know, giant fucking reptiles, right? You don't think those giant fucking reptiles, you know, had some humanoid reptile fucking hunting the giant fucking reptiles? You know? I don't know. I don't know, man. But it's iffy. I mean, what if the sky came falling down? You know, that's what people used to say if you used if a lot, you know? Like, oh, what if I broke my leg? What if the sky came falling down? What if that happened? You know? And you're just like, I guess so. You know? If. Right? So yeah, guess it's been dope 2 months, you know. Development is all I'm looking for, really, man. You know. Really, man. Oh, yeah. So I was saying, on the previous episode of the podcast, I was talking about, like, you're fucking dumb if you believe it, if you believe, like, there's some people out space, right? Like, I literally went out the house, right, going to probably buy weed or a fucking cigarette, walking up the streets, like 7 p.m. at night, 8 p.m. at night, right? Dude, I look up into the sky. I'm gonna try and explain this the best way I can, right? But I just see a chain. A fucking chain of bright lights. Just moving at speeds. Like a chain. You know what I mean? Like, could you picture, like, traffic? Right? So, if you... This is a 4-lane. Could you picture a 4-lane filled with traffic and every fucking car... or sparsely filled with traffic, right? Not like bumper to bumper, like sparsely filled with traffic, and every fucking star like fucking was glowing, right? So you see a belt of that shit like going across the sky for like at least 3 minutes, and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Like, I'm literally looking at it and like, what is it? Like, I can't even, dude. You know when you start looking around to call other people to be like, is there anyone around that can witness this shit with me, right? So I see like a fucking neighbor, you know, coming down the street, you know, bruh Sticks. I'm like, hey, bruh Sticks. Like, what? Like, hey man, come see this. Like, they shit in the sky, you know. And like, and it's just like taking his like sweet time. Like, I had to even like walk to him and come back to the spot. That's how long it was taking, and of course that shit was gone, right? Yeah, I couldn't figure out what it was, because it was definitely not planes. Like, it would have to be like 1,000 planes flying at the same time, you know, and flying at that speed. Like, to the speed they were flying at was like a shooting star. Now, you know how fast the shooting star moves. Now imagine like 1,000 shooting stars, but moving in a line of 3, right? And after 3 minutes it was just gone, you know. Just after the fact, when you say there's nothing out there, I'm still convinced there's nothing out there, man. There's nothing fucking out there in fucking space, you know. You come from here, everything comes from here, you know. Nothing comes from Neptune, nothing comes from Mars, right? Nothing comes from fucking Venus, Jupiter, Saturn. Nothing, you know. Just loneliness, you know. Just lonely, dude. The Earth was also lonely at one stage, you know. Like, that's actually the one like common. Like, you need someone, you know, to talk to, be with. I don't know. It's getting like too soft. Anyway, fucking Liverpool, you know, fucking thrashed Manchester United 7-0, dude. You know, that they don't come any more fixed than that, you know. The team that can score goals all of a sudden scores like 7 goals against one of the strongest teams in the league. Like, go fuck yourself. You know? Like, what I'm trying to figure out is, how did they negotiate the game? You know? Like, how did they negotiate the game? It's not like they're gonna play again, right? So it was Eric Ten Hag like, fuck it, I take it, man, take the 3 points. Dude, this tells me, dude, that these, you know what it indicates to me? It gives me the feeling that these fuckers, right, that they say, oh, they rival teams, there's so much bad energy. These fuckers probably go to the same, like, tea party, right? Probably going to, like, dude, the owners are probably going out together, man. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, dude, is the animosity, dude, sports is like politics. You know what I mean? Sports is like politics. Like, you have a liberal side and you have a conservative side, right? Allegedly, right? And then now you have, like, you have the leaders of these conservatives and the leaders of these liberals, right? Now, in the upper echelons of things, they act like, they just debating like crudely, like, oh, I don't think we should do this. Oh, this is actually a better policy for this. Oh, this is better. No, we should actually do it like this. Yeah? That's disagreements. And then the disagreements on the ground, like the folks, right? The folks that are Republican, the folks that are fucking conservative, right? The folk, that's the same thing. The folks that are fucking liberal and the fucking folks that are conservative, right? On the ground, they're like, yeah, fuck you, and you fucking non-mask wearing fucking right? And they're like, fuck you, fucking children killing son of a bitch, right? They're that extreme, right? So it's like the same as sports. In sports, like the Boston, just making an example, I'm looking for two franchises that are supposed to be enemies, and like I'm saying that they're not, right? So you have like the fucking Boston Red Sox, right? And you have the New York Yankees. You know what I mean? Like the fans will fucking shoot each other, The fans will fucking Jeffrey Dahmer the shit out of each other, right? You know what I mean? And then the media will make it like that. Will make it as if like these two franchises are against each other, they're rivals, or they fucking go to war with each other, all that shit. Meanwhile, you find that the fucking owners of these teams are at the same lunch. Like they're at the same lunch discussing like how the fucking season is gonna go. Oh, you need the 3 points? I might need 3 points. I'll give you the 3 points, but just gotta make sure to keep it tight. I mean, if you give me 3 points and we're not winning the championship, you might have a run. So I would take you take the championship and we'll take fourth spot. Right? So when game counts, So what you think I should do? I just take the under. Just give it an under and we'll work it out that way. And they go out and the fans are like, oh, fuck you, yeah, Yankees, yeah, fuck you, Red Sox, blah, right? And they're just walking out the restaurant like, man, see you next week. Oh, fuck you, oh, fuck you, right? I don't think the animosities, I think that they've gotten so big that they have to have relationships with each other. I don't really hate each other, right? Like he's not like losing sleep because that dude won the fucking game, Like, okay, you won. So it's only the fans that go crazy about it. Like, we face now, rivals gonna destroy them, They're going down, screw them in the ass. Right. The fans are like that, man. Owners on that, Yeah. Tell you what, I do like the way like the PSL fixes games, or soccer, Fucking spitter, man. How are the Milwaukee Bucks doing, man? Because it just seems like we're not losing games, right? But you never know. I want to go to the playoffs. I don't give a fuck. I want to get my revenge on the Boston Celtics. Dude, they fucked us. They fucked us so hard, man. The last dude. Oh, man. Shit. Dude, and the boss, dude, if there's any fucking city or town that fucking needs an award for loving its people, right? It's fucking Boston, man. It's fucking Boston. No fucking city or fucking state. Boston is not a state. No fucking city, right? Massachusetts is a state. Is it? Dude, the Boston Bruins, I think they played 60 games. They won like 50 of those motherfuckers. Right? 50! And there was like a run for like 20-something, 30-something unbeaten games. Dude, and if you know anything about ice hockey gambling, is that whatever game you put your money on, you getting minimum double your cash. So the Boston Celtics have been giving their people double their money for like, dude, like, this is unprecedented, man. Or is it because like no one gives a fuck about ice hockey, so you can do this shit? right? Immediately when the world starts giving a fuck, then it's like, we're gonna fucking switch it. Right? You're not getting double your money anymore, people. You're getting like 20% of your cash. But anyway, the Boston Bruins, man, right? And then the Boston Celtics. However, the Boston Celtics, dude, you put $100 on the Boston Celtics, you're getting back like $28. You know? Like that's how much because it's so obvious that they're gonna dominate, but they don't look like a team that's gonna dominate, but they keep winning, right? They keep winning, man. So no, shout out to the Boston Celtics, the Boston Bruins. Dude, I hope one of you guys win. No, actually not the Boston Celtics. Fuck the Boston Celtics, right? I hope they don't win shit this season. I hope Milwaukee Bucks goes to the playoffs and shit and does well. Giannis Antetokounmpo, dude, that dude can be a Michael Jordan if you wanted to, you know. It could. Like, for real. Dude, Steph Curry playing in Michael Jordan's era. You know, if Steph Curry was playing it like when fucking shit wasn't as mainstream, dude, he can still do it now. It's just that the commercial influence, dude, just gets in the way of being a total dude. You know, I was lucky enough to be in the era when like commercialness wasn't that big in sports. Now it's like big. I think it's because of the online gambling things and the companies are fucking sponsoring the teams, and you know, like all fucking the conflict of interest is ridiculous, man. You know. And they keep it going, dude. Like some results, you'd swear that during halftime, the fucking gambling board fucking called up the fucking, you know, assistant manager and was like, yeah, we are having this, so we're gonna need this to happen, you know. Like that's how wild the games are, man. The results, anyway, you know. That's how wild they are. Like, yeah, we gotta be in this together so we can screw these people. Yeah. I don't know. But I tell you what, man, I'm just waiting for like sports gambling to be considered like the new Forex, right? Now everyone was like a Forex trader and stuff like that, you know, which like is pretty dumb, you know, to trade Forex. Right? According to Warren Buffett, it's stupid, you know. I've read the first 10 pages of The Intelligent Investor, and he said, right, the richest man in the world from investing stocks and financial shit said in his book with Charlie Munger, said that investing is long term, right? And trading is speculative. So whatever you might think you're doing, you're still speculating, man, right? You're still speculating. You're guessing. You know what I mean? Like he says that in like the first 10 pages of his book, right? But the dudes that trade, and the first person they tell you about is Warren Buffett, right? Like, oh, Warren Buffett, and you're like, dude, he said that trading is wrong. You shouldn't do it. You should actually like invest in like do it for like 20 years or something. Like buy the shit that you know, like the other Fidelity dude. You know, the advice that he was like, buy the shit. You know, buy Coca-Cola because you know Coca-Cola. You know, you're looking at this shit going like buy the shit. You know, like buy this, right? That dude, like the people. You know, that hold this dude in high, when they come across that and doesn't fit, they're like, fuck that, you know, because it doesn't suit their agenda to make money in the shortest time period, right? Doesn't help him. So fuck that, right? Take the other shit that he says, but fuck the first thing he said, you know? I don't know, man. Dude, it's speculation, man. Right? So yeah, because like, dude, and people don't want to do that amount of work, right? So should the stigma go down, and you know, sports betting will be the new trading. You know, we'll be seeing influencers, you know, being like, I'll probably be one of them. You know, probably be one of the influencers that are fucking pushing sports gambling. Right? Like, you need these 3 strategies to be winning. You can't be betting on losers. You can't be betting on the fucking form. You know, I don't know. I don't know how they do it, man. How the fucking influencer traders do it. You know? And posting fucking graphs on your Instagram, you know? Like, isn't that just The funniest thing. Like, hey, this is the fucking picture of like how much this shit moved in like the last 3 days. You know? I don't know, man. Dude, what happens to crypto when there's no electricity, you know? You know? Say for some reason we lose electricity, you know? We don't have it. You know? Does Bitcoin still work? You know? Like, they don't give a fuck what you say, bro. Money is food. You know? It's not gold. It's not fucking Bitcoins. It's food. You know? That's the real like currency, man. The real currency is fucking and the electricity is back, as you can tell. My only fan, right? Get started, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope it's a good part 2. Hope it's been lovely. I mean, just trying to get back into it. Yeah. Trying to get back into it, man. Tell you guys that I've been like fucking listening to the radio, right? Because of the lack of Wi-Fi, got my ass listening to the radio, man. Yeah, dude, I'll tell you that mainstream media really dubs down people, right? And dude, I would like to blame mainstream media for making people like dumber, right? No, for real, dude. I'm listening to the radio and they'll have a competition going up like, hey guys, so we're running a daily competition and we're gonna ask you a few questions, and if you answer these questions correctly, and you could be the next winner of our fucking radio prize that we have in our fucking studio, right? We don't know how it's gonna get to you, but it's gonna get to you, and we'll get there in time if you just answer these 3 simple questions, right? And we'll take callers online in like 5 minutes. They'll do that shit, right? And they'll take a call like, hey, right? And the first motherfucker that was on hold answered, hello, like, hey, hello, fucking person that's calling into the radio. So you want to win this prize that we're gonna have to deliver to you? We don't even know where you live, right? But we're gonna have it. We need you to stay on the line so we can find out, right? You just need to answer these 3 simple fucking steps, questions, right? Like, yeah, of course, I'll fucking answer these fucking questions, right? Right. So you need to tell us the first words, like apple. What does apple begin with? What does banana begin with? And what does the word caterpillar begin with, right? And dude's like, apple, apple, I know this, right? Apple begins with the word A, right? And then B, I know this too. B begins with the word B. Buddy, right? It's B, banana, right? And then caterpillar. Let me sound out. Caterpillar. K. No, I'm sorry. No, K is the wrong one. You almost had it. But since you're so dumb, right? We feel sorry for you that you're so dumb. We will not leave you empty-handed, right? We are basically gonna give you a participation medal, right? So here's a fucking pen, right? For getting 2 out of 3 of these obvious questions correct, right? Let's take another call on the line. Call number 3, right? Oh, hello, hey, call number whatever 3. Could you tell us what does the word A begin with, B begin with, and the word caterpillar, what does it start with? This is so easy, man. First of all, hey guys, so easy. Apple starts with A. Banana, that's B, right? And then caterpillar. Oh, the last person said K, so it's not K. What is it? Is it K with an apostrophe? Oh, no, man. Oh, no, Jonathan. No, John, that's not K with an apostrophe. Yeah, it was incorrect. But you got 2 out of 3, so this is what we're gonna do. Since you got most of this shit correct, most of the question correctly, you're gonna win the prize. So you're a lucky winner, Jonathan. You're gonna lucky winner. Yeah, Jonathan, so stay online, Jonathan. We have your prize set over, you know? Oh, Jonathan so smart. He got the fucking answer correct. And now he's gonna get 10 bit. Losers. No, he didn't get it correctly. No, he doesn't deserve it. Now what the fuck are you doing? You know? But I get it. You got a script, right? I don't know, man. Just the fucking radio hangover, man. Dude, they're great, dude. Radio presenters are fucking great. Yeah. But then you realize that most of the hours is like music playing, dude. Talk for like 6 minutes. And the rest of the 68 minutes is just like a DJ playing music like alright, so we're coming in from that break and we're gonna, so tell me this, the question for the day is like, who are you sleeping with? Cause I've been sleeping with, yeah, baby, that's the question back to me. And then it comes back for the music. Oh, so we have a call on the line. Could you tell us the question out there you've been sleeping with, Timothy? Well, you know, this question is tough, man. You know, sometimes you shouldn't be sleeping, you know? Like, you should stay away from the sleep, yeah. Alright, that was Timothy telling us I've been sleeping. A batch. No. Dude, my favorite part is when the music comes in like too early, and the dude's still speaking, dude, and you could just hear him. Dude, you could just hear him look at the fucking DJ like, come on, man. Nah, man. I don't know, man. Is it? Maybe it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of part 2 of episode 38 of the Fixasport comedy podcast, hosted by your host, Thabi, Tabi, man. Fuck it. Go fuck yourselves. Nah, that's it. Fuck it, man.